ago, I was in my underwear giving my kids back. So this is a nice way to wake up.
I mean, I was going to say we've got a national treasure with us today, the one and only Michael Buble. This is so exciting, obviously, for the audience, for everybody watching at home. But I don't know if people remember, people who are diehards and have been watching the social since day one, season one. Michael, you were the very first celebrity guest on our show back then. It was via satellite. I'm sure you were really busy with like being Michael Buble and everything. But this is a real full circle moment because now you're here in the flesh. We want to thank you for giving us a shot back then and for coming back.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you. What I need you to know is that behind your back, and this is the truth, I am a fan of the show. I watch the show a lot. I don't watch a lot of television, but I do watch you, and we do. My family, my sisters, we all love it. I think it's a really nice, wonderful show, and I love when Jan's on the show too. I love my Jan Arden a lot, and it's weird when I started doing promo for the record. The one ask that I had, was this. I kept saying to Joe, yeah, Joe Falloon at the office, I kept saying, can I copy you?
All right, so now you're here.
Yeah.
You watch. You know what the show is. You're in the hot seat. We're going to get started.
I can't wait to argue with you.
The Grey Cup is happening this weekend, and if you're a Stamps or a Red Blacks fan, do you feel a little bit of joy watching the other team go down? The head coach of the Calgary Stampeders says he thinks the rest of Canada actually enjoys watching them fail. Wow. Is this true? Are there certain teams where you hate so much that you take pleasure from their losses?
I think as a Canadian, I think that we have to hate other teams. Really, truly, in football and hockey, I can't stand the other cities during the regular season. I find great happiness and joy in their teams losing and their fans hurting. But when the playoffs begin, that context completely changes, because the second the playoffs begin, I'm a Canadian and I want my fellow Canadian men and women to have the joy of winning, and I know what that feels like. So whether it's Toronto or Winnipeg or Calgary, or if it's Quebec or Montreal,
so if your team's out, then you're going to go for...
No, even if my team's in, I still cheer for the other Canadians.
That is so
But don't you have to?
That's civilized.
That's not civilized. We're the same country.
They don't do it for us. You don't remember when the Canucks were in the final against the New York Rangers?
People are jealous of Vancouver. That's...
They don't do it for us. Nobody in Toronto was going for Vancouver. They were like, original six, man. Hey, Vancouver. So you're much more generous. I
don't know. I put myself in the place of my fellow Canadian fan. I really do. And I know how much it means, so I want them to win.
You're good. You're good. I mean, outside the realm of sports, though, I do think there's something very human about loving to hate people, especially people who you know are kind of jerks. We've all seen this. A kind of jerk person who gets some amount of success and is doing really well in life, and you're like, that person is an awful person. You got someone on your back. Well, I'm thinking of, maybe someone like Donald Trump. I will delight in watching his failure at some point, and not just his failure as a president, but his failure as a human being.
Poor Donald. Imagine if he heard that right now, how sensitive he would be.
He wouldn't hear, he would get on Twitter, he would just tweet it out.
I love getting the temperature of the audience and just watching all your faces look at me like,
I was raised to hate teams. My dad, diehard, I'm going to NFL now, and back in the day, it was Dallas. It was Dallas versus Pittsburgh, okay? This is NFL. And my dad was diehard Pittsburgh. It was Roger Staubach versus Terry Bradshaw, the two quarterbacks. So I had no choice. I had to be a Pittsburgh fan, and I still am to this day. And I was absolutely thrilled. Does anybody know who Jerome Bettis is, the bus? Oh my gosh. I went to Canton, I think in 2015. He was getting inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I did that. I saw him with the yellow jacket on. Pittsburgh, all the way. All the way. I don't understand anything you just said, but I'll say it. He's a legend. He's a legend, that's it. He's a legend, but I'm a Pittsburgh fan. That's
sports, but is it okay to force your team onto other people's kids? A dad wrote into Deadspin, yeah, okay. A dad wrote into Deadspin angry that his brother-in-law keeps bringing his kids Notre Dame t-shirts, okay? This isn't just the father, this is another person coming in. Is this annoying? Is it okay to force your interest on other people's kids or even your own?
I got confused with this question because I assumed you meant your own children.
Right. Well, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
I mean, are your personally, I do not force, no, I don't force anything on my own kids, but I think they, you know, this is going to sound very Lady Gaga, but I think you're born the way you're born.
Yeah.
I think you're born that way. I think there's an essence within you. I think you have a soul, and I think there are so many things that come from the point of birth that you are who you are. And I think the environment, yes, your environment can change things, but I think as a parent or someone who loves their kids, I would rather show my kids with my actions what it is, who I am and what I believe in and what I want, as opposed to forcing it on.
Can I show you a picture and you can judge me? Because this is like our family, so going back a couple of Super Bowls, Atlanta Falcons versus the New England Patriots, that's where you all boo. Boo! New England. And so, yeah, she was 2 at the time, and her dad was like, we are going to be a Falcons family this season. Do you understand? And I was like, yes, sir, all right. And Dad's name is Ryan. Matt Ryan is the QB of the Falcons. We almost won. If you guys remember that, that was, some people say, one of the best Super Bowls of all time. I would agree. And Marquesa was like, she has no idea what's going on. And she's like, Ryan! But guess what? We had a great time. So do you have a choice? Like, here's the thing. There's kids being forced or suggested to be fans of the family team. And then there are wives. Like, I was forced by my husband to be a Vancouver Canucks fan. Like, I moved to Vancouver many years ago.
But
and
Jessica's a genius, so let's just...
You don't get to come on this show and say he's a genius. I trash him on the show all the time. I'm not allowed to do that. Like, wives have to adopt this. Like, now he's super into, like, English Hockey League, and so, or English Soccer League, and I have to be a Tottenham Hotspur fan, so I have to wear it all the time.
But this is a deeper conversation than sports, and you know that. This is, for me, this conversation gets into religion. This conversation, I mean, listen, there's a reason why I grew up a Christian. I mean, you know, there's and Muslims usually become Muslims. It's because, or, you know, it's because of your parents. And so, for me, what I tried to do is, I don't tell them to pray, as opposed to I just pray. And I hope that by them watching me do that, that they want to do it too, without me telling them that it's necessary for them to do. And then,
You're modeling it.
Exactly. And then at some point, I hope that when they're old enough and that they find that point where they can make the decision on their own, then I will allow that. I mean, allow that. Who am I to stop it?
I love that. I love that idea. This is not religion, but I forced my son to, around 3 years old, wear a Wonder Woman shirt because I felt it was very cute and very feminist and very important for him to, like, show, like, you know what, female sports figures, female superheroes are cool, and I'm going to say that. That was about the last time, thank you, that I could actually force him to wear anything. As you know, as you're saying, too, kids are who they are, and so he has come out, and I mean, we introduced him to the Star Wars world. Now he's obsessed. Now he will wear nothing else. That is his religion. And I think it's true. I think there's something really beautiful about letting kids emerge. You kind of show them who you are, and that can be as serious or as lighthearted as possible, and then they emerge with what suits them.
Absolutely. This, again, this expands further than even, I mean, this is LGBTQL24693.
Yes.
I don't know the right way to say it, but I know that that's for me, that's another thing that I think is hugely important, and for us to help educate our children into knowing that we just love, just give them love, just love them and support them and allow them to be who they are, and I think, you know, you hope that the best, you allow them to be the best of who they can be if you do that.
That's a great place to start. Do not adjust your sets. Michael Buble is here, and he will be back after the commercial.